So Greg, I'm curious. You know, you're saying to put your attention on another, be fully present on another, but when, I mean, you're still in business to sell a product. So when do you actually sell?
It's a great question. I think personally we're evolving to a place people are getting way too smart to be sold anything, and personally I don't think we should sell at all. I think what we should do, and what I teach people to do, is really to influence others, okay, in a positive way, or what I even call a natural selling process. And the way to do that is there's really a 5-step model or process that I teach people. Step number one is to relate with another. We talked a little bit about that in our other video about being present and putting our attention on another. So that's step number one, is relating with another and even having a conversation around the notion of relating. Step number two is to have a conversation around discovery. Okay? And this is a critical piece in this, what I would call a natural selling process or enlightened selling, is to ask questions. And there's a series of questions that one can teach. One of the things to do if you really want to be a master at influencing and really enlightened selling is to craft your own list of questions as a discovery questions, and to ask those questions of others, and to then listen. Listen. So asking those questions and being a really good listener. And listening means that you're simply listening to their concerns, their excitement, whatever it is, without any judgments, without any evaluation. You're simply listening to them and hearing what's really important to them. The third criteria is to advocate. This is your turn to toot your horn and share your excitement about your product or services, but you're only sharing and advocating them in a way that's in alignment with what you discovered is important to them. Okay? So you're advocating your product or services in relationship to what you discovered about their wants, their needs, their desires, their fears, their concerns. Okay? The fourth conversation to have and master is the conversation of support. How can I support you? If this sounds like it's something that's of interest to you and makes sense, how can I support you in moving forward? Okay? And then the fifth conversation to have is to take action. Okay? And support them in taking action. And that may be making a request for them to get involved in your business opportunity or your product or your services, but you're asking them to make a decision. If everything that we talked about here today made sense, if this seems to align with what it is that you're trying to accomplish, either with your business, your health, your finances, then I'm going to ask that you get involved with us. And so the action is making a request, getting a check, getting a credit card, signing, maybe even trying your product for a period of time. And so you're asking them to do something. So there's some action that's associated that's forwarding that meeting.
You know, I remember when I was in sales doing B2B sales, I would get once, I made the connection, whatever. But as soon as I would take the order, I would feel kind of like guilty, or like I'd get kind of nervous and break. Why is that?
Because you are selling them something. Okay? And in this process, when you're discovering what the person wants, you're helping them discover what they want, and they can see that your product or service is a natural fit for them, and you're actually serving them by getting them to take action, okay, then everybody feels really good about it, okay? But if you're selling them something, or you feel like you've sold them something or pulled the wool over their eyes, then you have these feelings of guilt or whatever.